We need the Electoral College. And I know how you feel because Donald Trump lost the popular vote by 2.9 million votes in 2016, but he still became the president. It was built into the Constitution, Article 2, Section 1, and it was modified under the 12th Amendment for a very good reason. This is a map of the population distribution in the United States. The more white and light it is, that means it's more populated. The Electoral College system keeps the most highly populous areas like the Northeast, Florida, and California from hijacking the entire presidential election. If there was no Electoral College, then those two key regions would constantly decide America's fate every 4 years. The Electoral College gives some voice and power to the less populated states, as frustrating as that can be sometimes. Sadly, there's no maximum for the popular vote to outweigh the Electoral College, but there is a minimum of the popular vote to keep. Is it 40%? No. Is it 30%? No. Minimum, as we know it, is 23% of the popular vote in order to become the president of the United States. It would have to be a crazy mishmash of occurrences, but yeah, it's possible. Given the current conditions, it doesn't sound like it's helping us very much. But it is the Electoral College that allows blue states to keep running blue policies even if they are run by a red president and a red Congress. And if there was no Electoral College, then presidential elections and their campaigns would just happen here in the Northeast, maybe a little bit around the Chicago area of Illinois, some of Florida, a little bit of Texas, and then California, a little bit of Washington. Everyone else is just SOL. Well, then what's the point of the popular vote? Because it doesn't reflect the will of the people, as you could see in the 2016 election. But it is the popular vote that guides where the president and the party puts their priorities. The popular vote does show both parties where they are standing in America right now and what work may need to be done. It also can fuel discussion and even reform if there is too much of a disparity between the popular vote and the Electoral College. And this is the most important thing that none of you want to hear. The popular vote is much more important for local and congressional elections. There is no Electoral College for non-presidential elections, and we all have to vote actively in it because that is what steers the course of this country even more dramatically than voting for the president. The last thing I want to bring up about the Electoral College and the people who hate it is this. The majority of this country is in fact Democrat leaning. It's just most of the voters typically tend to go Republican. And I'm going to be purely hypothetical, but let's just say there's a resurgence in the birth rates of white conservative Christians. And let's say in a few generations, they become the strongest and most populous demographic in this country. Then the Electoral College is the only thing you have to protect you from their agenda. I am the Geo Hussar. Nobody is paying me to endorse what I'm endorsing, but if you want to subsidize me, right here. Thanks for watching.